My name is Chelsea Short, and I'm here to help you with your young readers at home. Here is our question. My second grader is doing pretty well with reading, but he is kind of robotic when he reads. How do I help him read more smoothly? Or does that not matter? I'm glad that you're eager to help your child continue to strengthen their reading skills. Reading in a robotic tone could mean a couple of different things. I wonder if your child is struggling to read punctuation appropriately, or if your child is reading one word at a time. For example, the cat jumped over the moon. They might be struggling to recognize familiar words quickly. I also wonder if your child is understanding what he or she is reading. If your child is experiencing any of these reading challenges, you should talk to your child's teacher. If your child is understanding what they are reading and they enjoy reading, the robotic nature of their reading is not a reason to be worried right now. Reading with appropriate expression becomes more important as stories become more complex. Expression is a good indicator that they understand what they are reading. I have some tips for you to help your child read with more expression. Readers are often so focused on accuracy or reading the words correctly that it takes courage or confidence to read the story or the text with appropriate expression. To encourage readers to step outside of their box or outside of their comfort zone, in my classroom we practice with the read and repeat activity. Here's how it works. I would read a part of the text or the story aloud, and then the students repeat it back to me using the same expression. A fun way that I mix it up and throw in some fun character voices, it really helps them stay engaged. Here's an example. Franklin knew he had to apologize for his unkind words. I'm not very good at it, so it adds some humor to the lesson and it really helps the students step outside their comfort zone. Another way to encourage your child to read more fluently is by recording them using a device. I use my iPad and then I play it back for them using headphones. They often laugh because they realize how silly they sound. This helps them to learn to use proper expression the next time that they read the passage, and it also is important to have your child follow along while they're listening back because it helps them to follow along and hear what the expression might sound like the next time. You can try both of these strategies with new books, but to start, it might be more helpful to introduce those strategies with familiar books. Have your reader practice reading with more expression using books that he or she is already familiar with or has already read. This gives them the opportunity to focus on the tone rather than the accuracy or the comprehension. My final suggestion would be to have your reader write down some short sentences on a note card or a small piece of paper. And you can flash these short and easy sentences for your reader to practice, and then it becomes less robotic the more that they read the flashcards. And it's always a great idea to model how it should sound and have your reader repeat the sentence in a similar way. And these flashcards do not have to resemble any kind of story. For example, my heart pounded fast might be how your reader reads it the first time that they see it, and then you can give them feedback and talk about why the character's heart was pounding fast. Something exciting was happening or something scary was happening, and then have them try it again. And it might sound more like, my heart pounded fast. The tone of voice and the expression that they use will become more evident. I hope that your reader enjoys these activities and can find the confidence to read with more expression.
For more information about teaching reading, please visit www.readingrockets.org. Reading SOS is produced through a partnership of the National Education Association and WETA.